When it comes to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, no one mixes glam, chaos, and heart like Bronwyn Newport. But this time, it's not a feud, a dinner table explosion, or a shocking rumor stirring attention. It's something entirely different. A moment that blurs the line between romance and reality TV perfection. Bronwyn and her husband, Todd Bradley, have just given fans a behind-the-scenes look that has everyone talking. And trust me, once you hear what really went down during their so-called matching blazer trip, you'll see why fans can't stop dissecting every photo, every caption, and every subtle clue she dropped on Instagram. Now, before we dive into this twisted and surprisingly emotional journey, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you love getting the real story behind the Real Housewives. Because this one isn't just cute, it's revealing in all the right ways. Bronwyn's story begins innocently enough. On October 29th, she shared a glimpse into her latest work trip. The photo looked casual, harmless, and even kind of sweet. Her husband Todd standing in their hotel room, wearing a gray blazer, holding hers in his hand. "T and I are accidentally doing matching blazers today," she wrote. The caption was lighthearted, but that simple phrase, "love is wearing matching work outfits," sparked a conversation that went far beyond fashion. Because if you've been following Bronwyn for a while, you know she's never just posting about clothes. Her captions always have double meanings, messages layered between humor and heart. Was this about fashion? Or was it about how much Todd has stepped into her world lately? The comments flooded in. Fans adored the matching moment, calling it couple goals. But others picked up on something deeper, Bronwyn's tone. It wasn't just about the outfit, it was about connection. After everything this woman has gone through, from public scrutiny to family drama, seeing her share something simple and genuine made people wonder if she was finally in a peaceful chapter. But then came the twist that had fans hitting pause, rewind, and analyze mode all over again. After their day of work events, Bronwyn revealed that she and Todd weren't done matching. This time, it wasn't sleek blazers or polished hotel vibes. It was something far more intimate. Matching Halloween pajamas. She shared, "I went out after dinner without tea, then woke him up when I got back and made him put on matching Halloween pajamas with me." Then came the caption that broke the internet for Bravo fans everywhere. "Sweet, but a psycho, and he likes it." And just like that, the narrative shifted. What started as a simple couples moment became a conversation about Bronwyn's personality, her playful unpredictability, and her dynamic with Todd. Because let's be honest, most husbands wouldn't wake up in the middle of the night just to wear pumpkin pajamas for a photo. But Todd did. The image went viral across fan pages. "He's so patient," one commenter wrote. "That man deserves an award," another added. And yet, it wasn't just about humor. It was about love that endures eccentricity. The kind of love where one person says you're crazy, but still goes along with it anyway. Bronwyn didn't stop there. She brought her dogs into the mix too, both of her boxer pups back in Salt Lake City, dressed in their own matching pajamas. "My babies back in SLC are matching mom and dad too," she shared, and fans melted. Suddenly, it wasn't just about a post. It was about a story. A woman building a family in her own unique way, balancing her public life with her private happiness. But as always with Bronwyn, there's more beneath the surface. Because even though she's comfortable sharing her world, not everyone in that world feels the same way. In a recent interview, she revealed something that gives this entire story a new layer. She said, "Todd and Gwen are much more private, so I'm always trying to straddle that line of being myself while being respectful to the people I care about." That line hit hard for fans who've followed her from the start. Because while she thrives in the spotlight, Todd seems to exist outside of it. A man who doesn't even have social media, who doesn't care what people say about him, and who seems to keep her grounded. Think about that for a second. In a franchise where image is everything, where social media wars and confessionals dominate the storylines, Bronwyn's husband stands apart. He doesn't care about the noise, the comments, or the cast gossip, and that might just be what makes their relationship so unique. It's a balance between chaos and calm, spotlight and silence, glam and grounding. Todd is the quiet in Bronwyn's storm, the one person reminding her that at the end of every headline, she still has to look in the mirror and like who she sees. Now, here's where things start to get really interesting, because this post wasn't just a moment of love and laughter. It was also a hint at where Bronwyn's life might be headed next. She mentioned that she's been doing more work in fashion, covering red carpets for events like the Emmys and SAG Awards. She said it herself, "I've always loved fashion, and it's been an exciting opportunity for me that I hope to continue." That's where fans started connecting dots. Was this trip really just work? Or was it a preview of a bigger move into the fashion world? A way for her to step out of the RHOSLC shadow and into her own spotlight? Because if there's one thing Bronwyn knows how to do, it's reinvent herself. And that brings us to the question everyone's been asking online. Is Bronwyn hinting at her next chapter, away from reality TV, or deeper into it through a new lane like fashion and media? Whatever it is, one thing is clear. She's no longer just the woman we met seasons ago. She's more self-aware, more strategic, and still just unpredictable enough to keep everyone watching. But here's the part that no one saw coming, and it's where we'll pick up next. Because behind the cute photos and the festive pajamas lies something deeper. How Todd's privacy, Bronwyn's openness, and their daughter's quiet resistance to fame have reshaped everything about how this couple moves forward in the spotlight. So stay tuned, because the next part of this story uncovers how this picture-perfect moment is actually connected to something much bigger, a silent understanding that might just be the secret to keeping love alive in the chaos of Bravo fame. Before we jump into that, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Bronwyn is teasing a career pivot, or is she just reminding us that not all Real Housewives drama happens in front of the cameras? As much as fans loved the adorable matching blazer and Halloween pajama moments, the real story lies in what we don't see, the private dynamics that make Bronwyn and Todd's relationship uniquely resilient. On the surface, they're playful, trendy, and seemingly inseparable. But behind closed doors, there's a careful balance being struck, a negotiation between Bronwyn's public life and Todd's protective privacy. Todd doesn't have social media. He doesn't live for applause or approval. He doesn't check the comments, analyze the gossip, or measure his worth by fan reactions. And in today's world, especially within the RHOSLC universe, that's practically revolutionary. His presence gives Bronwyn a grounding that the other women on the show may never fully understand. Where drama erupts and cameras capture every misstep, Todd offers quiet support and unconditional acceptance. He's not part of the spectacle. He is the calm within it. Bronwyn explained it perfectly. Todd is a really interesting sounding board for me because he doesn't care and doesn't know what anybody thinks about him on the cast or the show. And that's key. For someone like Bronwyn, who thrives on being expressive, candid, and sometimes chaotic, having someone in her life immune to the whirlwind of reality TV gives her the confidence to be herself, without compromise. The pajamas, the matching outfits, the playful captions, these aren't just cute photos. They are proof that love doesn't have to mirror the chaos of the world around it. It's about connection, respect, and shared humor. And yet, even with these moments, there's the underlying tension of balancing fame, family, and personal identity. Bronwyn is the mother of daughter Gwen, who, unlike her mother, doesn't crave the spotlight. Bronwyn must constantly navigate how much of her life she shares publicly, knowing that Todd and Gwen are more private. This delicate balancing act demonstrates her emotional intelligence and how far she's grown over the seasons. She's learned that the life she broadcasts on social media doesn't need to capture every corner of reality. It just needs to be authentic to her while respecting those she loves. And then there's the fashion angle, a subtle yet compelling subplot that has fans speculating about her future beyond reality TV. Bronwyn revealed she's covered red carpets for the Emmys and the SAG Awards and expressed a desire to pursue more opportunities in fashion. It's a dream that feels increasingly attainable, considering how she's used her platform to build credibility outside of the usual housewife drama. Every photo, every outfit, every carefully curated post is a step toward her establishing a separate identity in the entertainment world, a professional persona that's distinct from the on-screen Bronwyn Newport fans have watched for 6 seasons. This revelation makes the blazer moment even more meaningful. It's not just about cute matching outfits. It's about demonstrating her personal evolution, her partnership with Todd, and her readiness to embrace new ambitions. Love, family, and career ambitions intertwine, creating a narrative that's relatable, aspirational, and undeniably compelling. And yet, despite all the growth and achievements, Bronwyn hasn't lost her edge. She's still playful, unpredictable, and fully capable of making a hotel room photo shoot feel like an event. She's still the woman who can go out to dinner and return to wake her husband up just to wear matching pajamas. There's humor, there's romance, and there's a very human vulnerability that keeps fans invested in her journey. As we reflect on these moments, one thing becomes clear. Bronwyn's story isn't just a series of cute Instagram posts or reality TV highlights. It's a blueprint for modern relationships under the public eye. It's about balancing personal joy with family privacy, finding humor in the mundane, and nurturing love amidst chaos. It's about recognizing that partnerships thrive not just on dramatic displays, but on shared values, mutual respect, and an unspoken understanding that some parts of life are sacred, away from the camera lens. In the end, the takeaway is both simple and profound. Bronwyn and Todd's story reminds us that even in a world obsessed with spectacle, love can be quiet, joyful, and beautifully ordinary. It doesn't always need drama to make a statement. Sometimes the real headline is a man willing to wear pajamas in the middle of the night, or hold a blazer with a smile, simply because it brings a little happiness to the person he loves. So the next time you scroll through your feed and see a photo of a couple matching outfits or sharing a playful moment, remember this story. Because in the world of the Real Housewives, where scandal often steals the spotlight, Bronwyn and Todd quietly prove that love, laughter, and authenticity can be just as captivating as any catfight or reunion showdown. Before we wrap up, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Would you match outfits with your partner like Bronwyn and Todd? Do you think Bronwyn's next move is fashion-forward or reality TV-driven? The conversation is just getting started, and we want to hear from you. At the end of the day, Bronwyn Newport isn't just a cast member. She's a story of growth, love, and self-expression. And Todd Bradley isn't just her husband. He's the quiet hero behind the camera, making every moment possible, proving that sometimes the sweetest drama is the one that happens off-screen. And that's why this chapter of RSLC is one fans will remember, not for the chaos, the arguments, or the controversies, but for the love, laughter, and the perfectly coordinated gray blazer and Halloween pajamas that captured hearts everywhere.